Hello folks, welcome. Time for a cup of tea. Yeah, well, I just want to actually trim off for you. Oh, yes, I had a little accident last Thursday evening when we had a blizzard raging up here in New York, and I had to head down into the town, and going along a road, and was a dirty great tree fallen right across the road, and I couldn't avoid it, so I crashed my car headlong into this fallen tree. I don't know how I managed to sort of managed to leap the car Fred Flintstone style completely over this great tree, but I did, and landed up, stopped with a ripped off exhaust pipe and smashed front end, but apart from that the car still worked, so we were able to resume. What have I got for you today? Well, actually I just want to just trim off these in front of you here, some of these guys that I was doing yesterday, these small bowls, so I'm just setting up the camera here quite close to the wheel so you've got some detail here, and oops, I try and close the little window on the camera where the viewfinder is to help preserve my battery. So what I want to do is quickly now trim these off. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to damp the wheel head as usual, damp the rim of the bowl, centre him up, press him down. Now remember, these one cut like that, and then in. Now in here, emptying out the foot. I think I'll take my watch off because it is rubbing. Yeah. Bit of a pain that with the car. I've had to spend money on it, quite a lot of money here and there. Okay, now as these are blanks, I'm not actually going to be, you can see that there. I'm not going to bother to seal these. This is a tool I'm testing out actually. It's been sent to me. It's cutting pretty well. It's quite a high tensile steel. It's got, it's almost got It's almost too sharp in a way. You know, it has a tendency to chatter because it's so sharp. Yeah, this is this smooth clay body, which is, it's a raku clay body, but it doesn't have any coarse grog in it at all. It's totally smooth, beautiful to throw with. He came off the wheel. Came off the wheel. Oh, he stuck him down again. Yep. Trim your feet deep enough. I don't like a foot that is not trimmed deeply enough. It looks kind of mean. So, well, of course, the thing to do is to make sure you leave enough clay in the foot to be able to do that in the first place, but I'm going to trim this one slightly differently. In other words, I'm going to trim here on the outside a concave angle here. That'll do. Now we're going to empty out the foot. Yeah, I'm just looking around for I've got a steel kidney, one of those kind of kidney ribs. trying to show you the profile of it. I saw on YouTube for your information, I saw on YouTube a clip about my, well, yeah, it was about my grandfather. I suppose it was about the Leach pottery down in St Ives in Cornwall, England. It's a new clip that's been posted. Quite interesting, sort of an update of what's going on there for anyone who's interested. The wheel's making a noise because of the clay. The wheel is dragging in the bits of clay here. That's better. Yeah, it's worth looking at. I always look out for those kind of clips, because surprisingly there are not very many clips of my grandfather on YouTube. More than I know there are a few there, but what I'm trying to say is I'm surprised there are not a lot more. And there must be a lot more that were made, you know, while he was alive. I just wonder where they all are and who's hogging them. Hey, you out there, who's hogging those clips? Get them digitalized and get them on YouTube so we can all benefit from them. Must be loads of material out there. It'd be good for us all to see them. I would like to see them. I didn't really know my grandfather that well. Only really sort of met up at Christmas time, and the year he died, which was 1979, was the year I started working in the pottery and sort of taking a bit of an interest in ceramics. So I didn't really have enough time really with him to get to know him and talk about pots and things. I was mainly interested in motorbikes in those days. It's funny, I mean, for me, you know, this growing up in ceramics, you might think, oh, I had it handed to me on a plate, and in a sense I did, but to be honest, I wasn't, you know, when I was growing up, I wasn't really interested in ceramics, and when I got into ceramics to start with, it was as much as anything because I needed a job. It wasn't because I had this yearning desire to be a potter or anything. It wasn't that at all. And, you know, it's taken me a long time to sort of think, yeah, I like pottery. I could do this now for a lifetime now. I could do it. But when I started, there's no way I could have done it. I couldn't wait for 6 o'clock to come, to get out of that pottery and get back to what I was doing, you know. And you may think that's strange. Yeah, Father used to work us quite hard. We started at 8:30, finished at 6. It was quite a long day in the pottery. Quite frankly, I was quite tired, you know, by the end of the day, and I was ready to leave. I suppose it changed for me when I started to work on my own and go out and work for myself. When I first started doing that, working for myself, I'm so used to being told what to do, what to make, that having that freedom just to be able to do whatever I wanted sort of gave me a few problems initially, to know what I should be doing and what my style was supposed to be. But I thought, well, I don't need to worry about that, what my style is going to be and all this. Too much emphasis on that kind of thing, maybe, you know, and trying to be individual and trying to be individualistic and all this. I thought, well, let's just start by making a simple range of practical pots that one can use on the table. Simple things like mugs, jugs, you know, and I thought I'll start there. So that's where I started. And I've been doing some raku as well, and I like doing that because it was spontaneous. And so I had a raku kiln and I had another little gas kiln, and I just made a really simple range of oven to tableware, high fire stoneware, you know, and you know, you develop your style as you go along. No one who's potting at that young age that I was. Oh, that's a telephone. We'll have to continue this conversation. It could be good. Anyway, look, Simon Leach here saying, keep practicing. We'll speak more about these things. Bye bye now.